take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Stephon Gilmore dials the corner blitz and earns the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Operating from the gun, Ross.
He'll complete this one to Watson.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long. Back to throw. Ross.
That is caught.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Looking to throw. Ross. Touchdown! A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Sentinels had 6 to their lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And it's 21-3. A 10-play drive that time. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Now the Rio offense set to take over. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
To throw Mariota.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. All told, they get 13 yards on that play.
That's good for a Rio first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now Mariota. And he fires one incomplete.
Intended for number 13.
2nd and 10.
He was defended by Bryce Hall.
Now Mariota. And he whips that one incomplete there. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of the 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Play fake. Mariota. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Mariota. And down inside the 15 he goes. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. From the red zone now, Mariota. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Ross. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Operating from the gun, Ross. Catch made here by Campbell. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. Runs over him. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a first down there to the tight end.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Paris Campbell.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Sentinels are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago.
This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now the Rio offense set to take over.
They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. Under pressure, they got him again. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Mariota.
Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman.
And he'll be out right at the 35.
Third and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mariota to throw it.
Throw left side, there's London.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Throwing is Mariota. He finds his man, complete. It's Barnes. And he's brought down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. To throw is Mariota.
Got a man, it's London.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Mariota now to throw on 1st down.
This pass is caught by London.
Touchdown!
Drake London.
28 yards.
And the Bisons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up. It is through. That'll make this now a 28-13 game. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. This offense back to work now late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
Now Ross throwing to start the drive. That's going to be caught by Samuel.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Ross. A complete once again to Watson. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin across the Hudson from Manhattan in the borough of Brooklyn, where you see the final score there. Kenny Pickett, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the first half, it was a second-year quarterback who shined bright. He's over 300 yards passing already as he's looking to possibly put his name in the record book.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This taken in right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. We'll get another look at Drake London as this offense returns to the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mariota now. And check down. And it's a fumble. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
To throw is Ross. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now he'll try to run with this.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Sentinels are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Bisons 13.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Rio offense about to set up shop once again. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Throwing, Mariota. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown. A big play there. 83 yards.
And the Bisons get a bit closer.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Ross.
That's taken in by Watson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
A give up the middle to Akers.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again.
Now they can't bring him down. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. Ross. He gets it complete to Harris. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Back to throw. Ross.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Ross now on 1st down.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Sentinels are able to extend their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Well, the Rio offense about to set up shop once again. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drop.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Chicago offense set to get started. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially to skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit. Let them catch their breath.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Ross, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
He was covered by Stephon Gilmore.
Looking to throw, Ross. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Rio offense about to set up shop once again. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A first down throw for Mariota. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the tuck and run. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Paul want to give up the middle. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Second down, Mariota. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Barnes. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Now Mariota. A quick throw, but incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They go play action. Mariota. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Ready.
To throw, Mariota. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And his kick is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Ross. And a throw there going to be incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that answer.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Mariota. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Mariota. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
At the 44-yard line.
Here's Mariota. And caught by London. It's a big play there. And even 50 yards.
Well, he already had a big receiving game working, and it's going to get a lot better here. Defensively, they're fortunate this is not a touchdown. But he's just been absolutely unstoppable, and he comes up with yet another gigantic.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. He dumps this one off here to Hall.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
3rd and goal. Mariota. Flush to his right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
They'll run. It's Drake. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Looking to throw. Ross. It's hauled in by Hardy. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st down, Chicago.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Then he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 11-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Mariota to throw it. And this one's incomplete.
Drake London, his intended target.
And now it's 3rd down.
He was defended by Bryce Hall.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The offenses have success. You could say they've run wild a little bit. Time for the defenses to get into the act, and one does here.
Nothing like a little bit of revenge for the defense. They've had to deal with it all game long. Both offenses going up and down the field. How about it when they take the ball away and take it to the other end zone?
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Well, the Rio offense about to set up shop once again. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
From the gun, Mariota.
Got a man, it's London.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
3rd down and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
To throw is Mariota. Shakes off the sack. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
75 yards rushing for Akers, and this is a 1st down.
Operating from the gun, Ross. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Sentinels look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits were on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Bisons 23.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Now the Rio offense set to take over. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. The Chicago offense set to get started. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Harris Campbell. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 13-yard line.
Off the bootleg, Ross. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Christian Watson
from 13 yards out.
And the Sentinels continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. But Charles, in this win, they've really just had one speed, and that's been all out. They're still driving the ball downfield despite the circumstances and the big lead, and they just continue to find ways to get into the end zone with ease.
They're certainly in that zone where almost everything they try is successful and often leads to points. Teams don't get those types of games very often, so when they do, many of them just want to take advantage of it to the last second.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Well, the Rio offense about to set up shop once again. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Mariota now on second down. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mariota.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
Throwing, Mariota. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Mariota now.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Mariota again.
Got London on the slant.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
Now Mariota. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. From the red zone now, Mariota.
Over the middle, caught by London.
And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space.
A 6-yard pick.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down. Up the middle they go with Drake. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Kenyon Drake.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bisons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
And this game, it could very well turn out to be the shocker of the weekend. Not too many expecting them to come in here and win, and they're not just winning, they're dominating, and now trying to finish this one off.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
On the counter, this is Akers.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 92 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Ross on 3rd down. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. A 1st down throw for Mariota. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 17-yard line.
To throw Mariota. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Mariota. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Mariota on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Barnes. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Now Mariota. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Out to his left. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for Rio.
Mariota now from the 50. Powerful running. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing is Mariota. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
And he missed it. It's no good. And they will remain well behind. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's a 2nd and 8.
At the 47-yard line.
Going right back to Akers. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Chicago, the win is a good one for morale, but little else as they move to 3 and 8. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Rio, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7 and 4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.